Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are playing a Delver Craft deck today. So Delver Secrets, 1 mana, 1/1. At the beginning of your upkeep, you look at your top card of library. If it's an instant or sorcery card, it flips over to a 3/2 flyer. So a 1 mana, 3/2 flyer potentially. Very, very powerful stats. Not a whole lot else that it does, but it's just so good. And so it's a really powerful card. It's been around for a long time. Super, super good here. And we have ways to make it even a little bit better by playing some Magecraft. We're going to be casting spells to make it a little bit more powerful in the early game. Just kind of play a somewhat aggro deck here with this. And also to make Delver Secrets work, to make it actually flip over, you have to play lots of spells. And so Magecraft, we're running plenty of spells in this deck, especially turning some of the modal lands into it. So we have 22 spells. More than a third of our deck is instants and sorceries. So a high chance of hitting and flipping within a couple of turns. So good stuff. That's what we want to do. Try to get many of these out in the early game as possible. Good stuff. We also have Symmetry Sage, which is also just a 2 mana, a 1 mana 2/2 flyer in the early game. Ascendant Spirit, which can be really big really quickly as well. And then we have Dragonsguard Elite to get buffed up over and over and over again. Quandrix Pledgemage should be an extra copy of Dragonsguard Elite basically. And then Emeritus just helps us draw cards in late game, kind of keep going off with this and everything like that. I was debating if it'd be worth splashing into white for this one. I do think it would be a very powerful deck if you could make the mana base work. I just don't think you can make the mana base work to go into white as well with this one. And so we'll see. Maybe Delvers with Magecraft and white might be the better way to go, but we're going to try this one out here today because this is what I ran up against and it totally destroyed me earlier. And the main thing we get from this is we get trample spells. So we can grow our board, get through with tons of damage with Charge Through, Bull's Strength, and just kind of keep our board big without having to worry about it too much. Snowlands to make sure we can grow the Ascendant Spirit and use Blizzard Brawl, which I think are just two really powerful cards in the format. Quandrix Command comes in here as well for some good stuff. And that's basically it. So let's go ahead and dive into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Here we go. Oh, this is the awkward hands where we don't have lots of mana. We do have 2 mana, but they're both tap lands because of Snarl. And I'm not sure if we should even be playing Snarl in this deck. It is nice some of the times to make sure that we can play all the things we want to, but there goes Snarl. We could have higher chance of having snow mana if we have this other stuff. All right, let's go. Maybe I go Ascendant Spirit first. Nah, we can't even use it. We don't have any snow mana yet. Stormseeker. Cool. No blocks. Down to 17. Reveal, flip. Don't have the snow mana, but we do have a Fading Hope card here. Let's go Dragonsguard Elite. Swing in for 3. Pass the turn. Trying to keep it as day as much as possible here. Moonrise flips it over. Yikes. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. All right, take 6. Ugh, my nose is so itchy. I mean, they're dealing 6, but we're gonna deal it right back, and we get to bounce their card. So that's kind of the dream here. Kills the Delver. They're gonna regret that because this guy's gonna get massive. All right, so Blizzard Brawl actually grows this to where I can kill this anyway. So let's just play out. I'd love to play out another Dragonsguard Elite right now. Let's play out another Delver. And let's Blizzard Brawl. Get rid of the dude. They cast 2 spells last turn, so nighttime's gone anyway. But nothing to put this onto. Helps a little bit. No more haste. Down to 14 past the turn. I would love to get this bigger so it gets out of the realm of this Moonranger's Slash. Cathartic Fire, yeah. Yeah, it would have been nice. So decline to reveal. We find a snowland, finally. Let's play out Elite. And do I want to Fading Hope this right now just to swing in? We might be able to Fading Hope something else. So let's pass the turn. If they want to spend the mana on like this card over here, try not to hover over things too much so they don't see what we're planning. People always get on me with that in the comments, and I don't care. Actually, I want to talk about the cards. If they target with this, they can turn it to nighttime, which would be good. They can get through for damage that way. If they want to attack, can I just draw a card and kill them? I could. I'm gonna have removal though. All right, we're gonna block. This is sorcery speed. We're gonna charge through, targeting something else so that they can't counter both things, whatever. Sweet. Okay, we gotta kill it. Nice. Kind of surprised they let us do that. Yeah, these snarls are feeling really bad right now. I think I'm taking out the snarls after this game. And I just want more snowlands, because having Blizzard Brawl give it indestructible earlier would have been sweet. There's just so many good things that it does. Target creature to its owner's hand. We get to bounce a land here. Decline to reveal. Not a sorcery. Half lands. Oh, they feel so bad. Don't really want to bounce the adversary, but it is the thing that's massive. 3/3s we can kind of deal with, but having it do it again is annoying. So Symmetry Sage lets us buff this Delver. Get in for a decent amount. Let's pass the turn. Let them go to combat first. See if they want to spend any more mana on things. It's 3 mana or less we get to scry one. That can help us with the Delver. That means they get to keep the Primal Adversary out, but I guess I'm fine with that if we get to keep growing our guys. Force them to lose on this spell as well. We can bounce the lands here. Get that to the bottom so we can get to this Delver. See, Pathway lands make sense for this deck. Snarls do not, and I'm actually running the snow tap lands as well. So yeah, we take out the snarls. I was thinking the snow tap lands would help the snarls be more consistent on actually being able to play. 6 is a lot of damage with trample as well. We have to find spells for this to actually be worthwhile anytime soon. I could trade off. They just have a 3/3, and then we can try to rebuild with what we have. That might be worth it. Reveal. Pledgemage. Swing in. Pass the turn. Now we have a blocker for this pathway. Another adversary. Wow. That's good. He's twice this time. Okay, passes my turn. Bull's Strength is pretty interesting. So what we do is we play out Ascendant Spirit as a blocker. We attack in with the Aberration. Get in for 3. Now we pass the turn. The best thing about Bull's Strength is that it gets to untap our creature here, so we can play very defensively with this now. Did I have a chance for lethal? No. I guess only if they didn't block with the adversary, which I don't think they would have. So we're wanting them to swing all in here. Sweet. So, untap there. Go to blocks. Block here. Block here. Chomp here. Yeah, we need a chomp. Counter there. Debating if I wanted to counter onto this guy, just so I can keep the damage flowing through over the top. Because now they have a blocker. They have lethal in the swing back. I can swing in with just Pledgemage. We don't actually represent lethal that way. So yeah, pass the turn. We really needed a spell there. Yeah, now they have our... Yeah, that's really good. They have it nighttime. Yep. Dang it, we were so close. We just needed this to be a spell. Okay, Snarls, if I had been able to play stuff a little bit quicker, we would have been in much better shape. So I think we would have actually been able to pressure lethal on that turn. So Snarls have got to go. Up against Omega. And we have Ascendant Spirit, Dragonsguard Elite, no spells though, which is kind of awkward, but Ascendant Spirit can at least buff up one time with this hand. Eventually. And with a third of our deck being spells, we're banking on the fact that there will be spells on top of our deck with Delver in general. So, right, we should be able to find those, make this a little bit better. Ascendant Spirit is here because we don't have to find them this way. Oh, Delver over Dragonsguard Elite. I suppose so. You can look like mono blue for a little bit. That's the typical version that you get to see with this. Pass the turn. See if they have removal. Alright. Green, blue, Hermit. Reveal. It's kind of a nice one to reveal. I want to get out Dragonsguard Elite first. So yeah, swing in, and then we get to hold up the Ascendant Spirit here as well. Pass the turn. I mean, they can just sacrifice this to get to deal with the counter as well, or pay one if they have it. All right, so activate this. Land. Swing in. And opponents keeps it up. Sweet. Justice Disruption. Kind of slowed them down a little bit. I mean, the whole point of this is that they can sacrifice, they can pay one to counter a spell, but if they can't pay the one to get their spells through, it doesn't really matter. Up against Strike Void, and we only have one creature, and it's on turn 3. Disruption makes his hand a little bit better, so we'll try this one out. We have a little bit more of a control-y hand anyway. Fading Hope can be nice. Let this out, pass the turn. Counter something here. Yes. Say no to you. Sage is pretty cool too. Sage is a little bit awkward. It's better to get out early on. Now it's just a kind of lame card. It's fine. Okay, Rimewood Falls tapped. Sage. Just attack in for 2. Down to 18, pass the turn. A creature we can kill. Actually, I think we bounce it first. I have to sacrifice another creature before it can work. Yeah, let's kill it while we can. Pass to my turn. Another Rimewood Falls. That's a lot of snow lands. We don't have that many lands in this deck. All right, Pledgemage, kill you. Hit for 6. Seems legit. Down to 12. Pass the turn. Alright, come on, more instants and sorceries. Goldspan Dragon. If they attack in... I don't want them to be able to attack in and get 2 treasures here. I am going to cast this on this, so more counters onto this more is better. We get to keep putting pressure on this way, slow them down a tiny bit. I was worried they might have like a burn spell there. Shambling Gas. Okay. A blocker. Emeritus. Wow, all of the lands. All right, swing in. Yep, they chomp. They make a treasure. It's fine. Potentially get to go off here, and then we just hope that we get to draw cards with Emeritus. Clean. It's to make a massive, massive Goldspan Dragon. That's a 6/6. Yep. We are not chump blocking because we need to be able to race right now. Maybe I should have. I don't know. If I have burn spells, could be bad. Is all of our stuff instant speed? We're going full on aggro here. Back in. See what they block. Full strength. Untap this guy, have another blocker. Alright, Delver's fine. Okay, trampling over there, which is nice. A sacrifice. Interesting. 2 more cards. Ah, they found the removal. No. Oh, that was good. Alright. Good for you, finding all of the things. All right, if we get a spell on top, Delver becomes a 3/2. We get 2 points of damage here, 2 points of damage there, and so all we need is a buff spell, and we can win. And for them to do nothing. Yeah, they didn't do nothing. That's not very cool. Quandrix Command. Not quite good game yet. We did find a spell that does stuff. We would have won with this draw. The Orcus was pretty epic for them there. All right, so we want to put back Delver. What else do we want to put back? Flyers, Symmetry Sage. I don't think we can actually win this in time. Really, we don't want these in the grave in here. I think all we want is Ascendant Spirit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just dead here. Trying to draw cards to get the burn spell right now. Deadly Dispute goes again. They must have it if they're going for it. And yeah, that's a good game. Oh well, it was close. That Orcus, we had exactly the card that we needed to win on the next turn. They had exactly the card they needed to stop us from doing anything on the next turn. But even if they had removal, like we would have had so much damage on the next turn. Oh, bummer. All right, we have Ascendant Spirit on turn 1 with no snowlands. Well, kind of a snowland. Not enough for it to be worthwhile, but Elite with Disruption. Man, need more spells. We have lots of those in the deck, though, so it'll be just fine. We're obviously going to find it. That didn't happen last game, but this game, it really will. I believe. All right, on blue, Spirit go past the turn. I mean, just getting out all of these creatures in the early game is still a pretty good way to go as well. Finding a land would be sweet, of course. Ooh, Snakeskin Veil. We will play out Dragonsguard Elite first. Next turn we have Ascendant Spirit, though, and Veil potentially hold up Disruption. Disruption's a nice thing to use in the early game. Search for a basic land. All right, so they're going to have lots of lands. We found another one, though. We're going to go Pledgemage. I'm going to go for a little bit more of an aggressive line here on the next turn. Down to 16 past the turn. Snakeskin Veil will hopefully protect our stuff. Scoot Swarm. Oh, that's fine. They want to trade off with the Spirit with the Scoot Swarm. I'm okay with that. 4 more points of damage by playing this out. Not having protection later. If they're playing a lands deck, they shouldn't have as much removal. Fateful Hour is still a possibility, of course, but down to 8 past the turn. Yes! That's right, don't play your lands first. I have more blockers eventually, but now we're going to find a trample dude and it'll be great. Come on, trample spell. They get in, wow. That's lethal. Quandrix Command for the lethal. Return creature. Counters onto our stuff. And good game. There we go. That's what this deck is trying to do. That is exactly what this deck is trying to do. Whew. That is a lot of damage. Pretty fast. Up against GN and no creatures. We mulligan. Well, Emeritus doesn't count here. Delver is nice. The tapped lands are a little bit awkward, however. We'll keep this. We'll drop Emeritus. And do I lead off with the Delver or do I lead off with Dragonsguard so I can actually start doing things? No guarantee this flips over. Dragonsguard Elite, I think, is better play. So play this out, pass the turn. And then we can go Delver's Secrets and a spell to get through with Dragonsguard Elite, do a little bit more. I think it's just the smarter play. Doing smart things is the worst sometimes, though. Alright, no, Dragonsguard Elite, pass the turn. Blocker for the Sentinel. I might go for Pledgemage here first as well. We'll see. Depends if we draw an instant off the top. And if we draw an instant sorcery, it's less chance that Delver will draw on the next one. It really doesn't change that much. Bears of Litjara. Fading Hope is interesting there. Alright, I want to cast spells this turn now. So we're throwing this out on green. We're playing Delver. We're playing Fading Hope. Bull Strength to keep on top to flip the Delver. We don't need to charge through right now, but I do want to cast another spell and just get through damage. I could hold off and try to play the Pledgemage, but now that we have the Bull Strength, we can get in for quite a bit of damage on this next turn. Opponent just scoops it up. Ooh, okay. Delver flips on the next turn. We get 3-2. They had the Sentinel, but we can give it a Trample and Trample and Trample, whatever. It seems pretty legit. Awesome. All right, up against Iltis, and Delver Secrets in the opening hand. Sweet stuff. Turn 1, turn 2, Fading Hope to help us scry to make sure we can find it potentially as well. And now a Blizzard Brawl too. Ooh. Good stuff. Quandrix Command to help have a little bit of interaction. Counters onto these guys as well. Having a 5/4 flyer is really good. We could also bounce it back if we need to. I don't typically like to bounce back Delvers because then there's a chance you have to roll the dice again to try to flip them. Thermo Alchemist. Decline to reveal. So they're saying they're casting lots of spells. No attacks. Let's go wide here. Pass the turn. Playing their own Delver. The issue here is the playing with fire. They have that right now. It'd be bad. Come on, be amazing. Spell. You hit. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought I was good. Okay, decline to reveal. Wasn't what we wanted. All right, snow-covered forest. We're going to. We have some interesting options here. I want to get rid of this Delver so we can swing in with everything. I think we actually, let's go ahead and Dragonsguard Elite as well. I was thinking we can play this out, but getting another threat out before we have really, really powerful spells on this next turn. And I can also just Fading Hope. I'm just debating if I should be getting rid of this Thermal Alchemist instead. But this means we can get in for 2 points of damage if we swing in now. And we get to Scry. So let's go ahead and go for this one. Bounce the Delver, make them wait another turn before they get their stuff. We put that to the bottom. Yeah, I think we have enough creatures now. We just need spells, so trying to flip the Delvers, try to win as fast as possible. We have mana just to activate Ascendant Spirit if we need to as well. Good stuff. Blizzard Brawls to kill these guys on the next turn. Blocks. They keep acting like they have a Playing with Fire or some sort of burn spell. They didn't have anything. Wow. I guess it was just the activation there. All right, so removal is to be anticipated in this deck. I kind of like Delver with this deck as well, by the way. Delver Burn. Thermal Alchemist is a really good card. Wow, man, people have been scooping super early, I feel like. But we did, if they didn't have removal at this point, we just start going off with this, so nice. All right, so we went 4-2 with Delvercraft here. In the first game, I think we could have won if we didn't have Vastwood Surge. I mean, of course, it would have changed everything. But 66% win rate on the play and the draw, and the first game, which could have definitely been won if we weren't so slow in the early game. So good to know. I like the deck. I think it's actually really powerful. So yeah, games here, loss, win, win, win. And those 2 of those on the draw when we won there, so that's pretty nice. The other loss was here was on the draw. I mean, yeah, so overall, I think the deck was good. I think it was very good. I was actually kind of surprised. Typically with these types of decks, you have the issue of drawing all of your spells, all of your creatures, and we did have that sometimes, but I actually really liked the Ascendant Spirit here and Delver, where they were powerful enough without finding our instants and sorceries. Like, they could just go off with just them alone. Symmetry Sage was good to just have another flying threat, which is nice. It does buff up Ascendant Spirit and Delver if they haven't flipped yet at times, which is good. Typically, you like to have other things that it can buff up as well, but I think that's where Splashing into White could be good if we had the right mana for it. And I don't think that we do. It's close, and you'd just have to have the perfect hand mulligan for it over and over again, and that's the issue, is you'd end up running out of everything. Quandrix Pledgemage did feel pretty good, though. I think Bull's Strength was really good whenever he had it. It was just a lot of damage all of a sudden. People having removal is annoying. Snakeskin Veils coming at the right time, of course, is nice. But I feel like I wanted to make sure we had enough interaction. Between Blizzard Brawl, Fading Hope, and Quandrix Command, I felt like we had plenty of interaction, actually. I was worried that wasn't going to be enough. Counter spells could be nice as well. The one Disruption did come in handy a few times. Just being able to cast spells, grow our guys if we ever need to. And that's the other thing too, is even if we don't end up countering in the actual spell, it can still just grow our dorks and life is good, or draw us cards, whatever. Emeritus, I think we can go down to 2 copies of, and maybe go up to full play set of Quandrix Pledgemage, or find more stuff for the 1-drop slot. Ascendant Spirit seems good there as a 3rd copy of that. And I think that's it. So that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.